everyone, so in today's video we are going to be doing a what's on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. You guys seem to really love watching these types of videos. I filmed a what's on my iPhone 11 like I think in March or April, and you guys really loved that video, so I figured I would just do that again for my new phone. I just got this phone last week as like an early Christmas present, and it's just the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I originally was only going to go with the normal 12 Pro, but they were out of stock, and I was like, you know what, the Pro Max doesn't seem that much bigger than the phone I already had because I previously had the iPhone 11, and so I ended up just going for it, and I've been loving it. And yes, I've been going like a week without a case, which has been terrifying, but so far so good. I ordered a case off of Casetify. I've been getting my cases recently from Casetify and have really loved them. I've really enjoyed it. So it's supposed to come in about a couple weeks, the one that I ordered, so I've just been going without it since then. But here is what the phone looks like up close. So this one is in the black color. This is also the only color that they had, so I just went with it. Okay, so normally I like things to look a lot cleaner and not have a lot of clutter, like on the lock screen and on the home screen. So this is what the lock screen looks like. I used to have white, but I like how beige looks, so that's what that looks like. And then you open it up, and this is my home screen. So I use the little widget smiths that came with the new iOS update, and I love pink and like neutrals. So I have like the December calendar. Just realized the time's off because I go to school in Arizona and I'm here for break, so I just realized that it's actually 3:04, not 4:04 p.m. But yeah, that's today's date, so I like how that calendar looks. And then I just have this widget smith. I had a fall one or like a Halloween one a couple months ago, but I changed it to this like cozy days, like gingerbread hot chocolate thing for the holidays. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And then on the bottom, apps, I didn't do like the whole like changing your home screen like crazy because it was honestly just too time consuming, and it not going straight to the app first honestly drove me crazy. I tried it for a couple apps and I like hated that, so I don't have that. But here are my four main apps on the bottom. I have my phone, my Gmail, Safari, and then my camera. So I have that. And then when you slide over to the next slide, this is what the screen looks like. So if you know me, I am crazy obsessed with Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift, literally my favorite artists ever. So I have them on my phone as the widget smiths and photos of them to see them every day. I love it. So yes, so I have Billie Eilish on the top left corner, and then I have some apps. So I have TikTok, which TikTok has literally been taking over my life. I've watched TikTok every single day and spent countless hours on TikTok constantly. I'm the friend who sends like the most TikToks to people. Like it's my favorite thing ever. So I literally love TikTok. And then I have my clock, which is great for setting alarms, you know. And then I have Unfold, which is what I use to make any aesthetically pleasing stories on Instagram for photos. So for example, if I open this up, I like have a ton of them here. So I just like put it in this like border thing, or for fall I just put it in this photo, just so I'm not putting just the straight image onto my story. You know, it's a little extra step that I like to do. And then I have my calendar, so I always have my calendar and have all the dates and stuff in here, so it really keeps me organized. And then the reminders, normally at school I have reminders on here like to-do lists that I need to do, but I haven't really had anything because I'm on break right now, so that's been blank. And then on the bottom right corner we have Taylor Swift in her folklore photo shoot, so love that photo. And then I have my settings, my calculator, Postmates, and then Unum. So Unum is the app I use to plan out my photos on my Instagram feed. So yeah, I just posted that photo, so we can go ahead and delete this one. Follow me on Instagram, it's just Amanda Monroe. And yeah, so this is how I plan out my feed, and then I'll add photos to like see how it will go with the feed. I really don't have anything crazy aesthetically pleasing on my Instagram. I want it to look somewhat more put together, but it's not really anything going on. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And then when you slide over to the next page, again, I have Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish. So what I wanted to do with my screens on my phone pages is just have them kind of match the aesthetics with the app. So even though I wasn't doing like the crazy full changing the art on each app, I still wanted them to all be on a page where they go together based off of the color scheme. So we have the black and whites, and then we have the blues and greens and little pops of yellow in there. So I found some images to go with that for Taylor Swift and Billie, and that's like one of my favorite pictures of Billie. It's so cute. So I have the Messages app on the top left corner. PixArt is an app I use for thumbnails. I've been doing a lot of like my thumbnail editing on my phone through apps recently. I used to always use PicMonkey, which I sometimes do just to get like the correct measurements on, but recently I've been using phone apps, which I've really been enjoying using that. So PixArt, if I want to do like an outline on myself in the thumbnail, I'll do that, or blur the background or anything. So that's what I use that for. GroupMe, use GroupMe, you know, for group messages, for like for classes, my sorority, things like that. FaceTime I have there, and then Our House is an app that we use for my sorority, just so we can look at our meals and all like stuff like that. Obviously we have nothing right now because it's break. And then I have Venmo, frequently used at school, always using Venmo. Then I have Spotify. You guys, okay, for your Spotify Wrapped, comment down below who your #1 artist was. If you guys can guess mine, of course it was Taylor Swift. That's all I listened to, and it's really my New Year's resolution this year to listen to more music, because everyone's gonna think this is really weird, but my minutes played this year was only 4,000 minutes, and I attribute that a lot to, I am a podcast listener. I'm constantly listening to podcasts. Podcasts are always in the background when I'm doing things, when there's just dead silence, I'm listening to podcasts. So I know music takes that place for a lot of people. Mostly everyone I know constantly is listening to music. So for me, that's podcasts. So because of that, I don't really listen to that much music. But my New Year's resolution is to cut down on the podcasts and listen to more music, because, you know, why not? So I've been making some playlists. You guys can follow me. I have my main character vibes playlist, my chill vibes playlist, all the Taylor Swift playlists you need for spring, summer, fall, winter, serotonin injection, which is just great, feel good songs. You know, I have my playlist on there. So if you guys want to follow me, go ahead. It should just be Amanda Ramirez if you follow me on there. I'm trying to really focus in on creating my Spotify playlist so I can be encouraged to listen to more music. So I got that down, and I'm really proud of the playlist I'm creating, so follow me on there. But then I have Facetune 2, which I actually prefer more than Facetune 1, the original. I love Facetune 2 for details. I really like details for, like, you know, making your eyes more defined, or for the whitening of the background. I also use this for thumbnails, so I love Facetune 2 for that. Facebook, I'm actually such a Facebook user. I use Facebook a lot. This is pretty much like my photo library, so I don't really have like all my photos over the years on my phone. I always put my photos on Facebook. So after like a school year, I'll put all my photos from that year into an album, so I can go back all the way to 7th grade and I have all my photos in those albums. So I really, really love Facebook for that. So I use Facebook for that and for sorority stuff as well. Then I have the App Store, and then I have Twitter, which I don't use as much as I used to when I was younger, but I do go on Twitter every single day, so I guess I do kind of use it a lot, but I don't tweet as much. But I'm on there, I'm on Twitter. And then Facetune, like I said, I don't really use it that often. I only really use it if I have to like cover up a blemish or something, but Facetune doesn't really get used that much. And then I have the weather app. But yeah, I have that, and then I have maps. And then Lightroom is like my favorite editing app. If you guys ever wondered how I edit my photos, it's through Lightroom. So I actually create my own presets. So here are just photos I've created for my thumbnails or front photos with my friends, whatever. So this is where I go in and like can add photos, and I have my own preset which I named Popsicle, and I start off with that photo, and then from there I'll edit it and adjust what I need accordingly to that specific photo so it matches my feed. So I literally love Lightroom, especially because you can like edit each individual color in the photo, like red, blue, pinks, like that. So I love that app for sure. Notes, oh my gosh, Notes is like my favorite app in here. So I've had like Notes in here for like 7 years that I've just kept in there. So I love having my Notes app, and I always write in it. Finally, moving on to my last page on my phone screen, it's this page. So this is like the reds, pinks. I realize like the Snapchat could go in this other page, but I don't know which one I would take out, so I don't know. But this is the final page I have. I don't like having too many apps on my home screen, so this is all I got. But so yeah, we have Taylor and Billy, pink and red vibes going on. So yeah, I have Snapchat up there. I will say at first it take me a while to get used to the different app placements, because before I did the update I had all my main apps on one page, and now I have like all my main apps like on different pages, but you get used to it after a while. So yeah, I have that. Then I have my photos, I have my Wells Fargo app. Fonto is an app where I use to now edit all of my thumbnails. So I'll add a photo, and that's how I add text or anything like that. So if you guys are wondering how I edit my thumbnails, it's on Fonto. I really like that app. And then I have my Discover app, again my credit card, Poshmark, which I was selling a lot of things over quarantine, so I still have some things up. That link is always in my description box if you guys are interested. I don't know what's still available, but I feel like in a couple months I'll probably do another closet clean out. So if you guys want to follow me on there, I have some things that you guys can check out and buy if you're interested. But yeah, I have that. And then I have my Pinterest, which I go on when I'm bored. I just like add things to it and go through it looking for hair inspiration, my bedroom inspiration, apartment inspiration, wedding, you know, all the things. So I have my Pinterest on there. Then I have YouTube, which of course I'm always on, literally always watching YouTube videos. So yeah, Vlogmas has been so much fun. I've been watching a ton of Vlogmas, so love that. And then I have my YouTube Studio app, and I love the YouTube Studio app. This is where I go on to check all of my analytics and video performance and how all of my videos are pretty much statistically doing. So yeah, and then I have my Clue app, which is like the best period app ever. So I've been using that for years, so that one's my favorite. Then I have DoorDash, and I also, as you guys can see on the bottom right, I have Grubhub. I don't know why I have all the food delivery service apps. Like, I constantly mainly use Postmates, but for some reason, like, if there's better deals on DoorDash or Grubhub, I'll switch over to those to use them. And then recently I got the Target app because I just like discovered or haven't really noticed that they have like the ready for pickup where you just drive up and they will put your groceries or whatever you need into your car, and you don't gotta go shopping and into the store. So it's been so awesome. I've done that the past few times, and yeah, I love it. So that way you don't like overspend when you go to Target. You just like on your phone click exactly what you need, you just drive up and you pick it up. It's great, so you don't overspend and like go crazy when you go to Target. So I love that. And then of course I have Instagram on there. My thumb just like naturally goes to Instagram every day, and I'm like constantly on Instagram. Like my time that I've spent on Instagram every day is like insane. I'm like, how am I looking at pictures for that long? But yeah, there's Instagram. Podcast, my favorite app ever. This is the podcast I'm listening to right now, is with Phineas and Claudia, and these are all the podcasts I listen to. If you guys are interested, my favorite podcast that I always recommend everyone to listen to is What We Said by Chelsea and JC. So I listen to that all the time, and I did take off like 3 or 4 podcasts. Like I said, I'm trying to reduce how many podcasts I listen to moving into the next year. So this is what I narrowed it down to. So still gonna be an avid podcast listener, but reduced it a little bit so I can, like I said, listen to more music. But yeah, then I have Lyft. I transitioned from an Uber person to Lyft, honestly, because the aesthetics, I love the aesthetics of it, and 2, because I was listening to a podcast with the owner of Lyft, and I was like, okay, you know what, he seems cool, I'm gonna support him more than Uber. So I've been using Lyft. And then yet, like I said, I have Grubhub. So, and then I do have other apps that, because the update, you know how you can put like remove from home screen. I have those in here with all the other apps, like Rate My Professor, COVID Exposure, CoStar, which I've been getting into a little bit more recently, even though I heard it's like the worst astrology app ever. But yeah, I have that on there, but these are all my main apps that I got. So this is what my phone screen looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my what's on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. I will say, if you guys are wondering about the sizing, if it's gonna be too big, I will say I'm literally already used to it, and I don't think it's too big at all. So yeah, I don't know how it's gonna be with the case when I get it, but I really like the size, and it's a great screen for watching TikToks too and videos, so I absolutely love it. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and seeing everything that is on my iPhone. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.